Children lie on the field, immobile. Police bolt at one glance. The kids hurriedly climbed into place, sank to the ground, and lay as flat as they could. When the cops saw the sign, which was so witty it might have been lifted straight out of a book, they realized they were in serious danger. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Approximately 30 kids and parents participated in the annual charity egg hunt in the charming village of Capel, located in the stunning province of Surrey. Since 2010, Mr. Beerley and his spouse Emily have arranged a charity chocolate hunt each year. Just as the seekers for chocolate were starting to divide into smaller groups, a huge racket emerged from overhead. They noticed the helicopters of the National Police Air Service, NPAS, flying overhead. The kids, who ranged in age from 6 to 12, were looking up in wonder when they caught a glimpse of something else. The publication quoted a 9-year-old girl as saying, "It was really quite noisy and we could see it said police on the bottom." They then noticed a guy dashing over the field's edge. The helicopter was hovering above the trees, so it couldn't see him, but they could see him. The man was seen removing his sweater and wrapping it around his head. According to a force spokeswoman, the parents and kids were first kept occupied by the police helicopter's presence. But the enterprising locals soon realized they were seeing a police pursuit taking place in their sleepy rural village. It was at that point that they realized they were in danger on the field. Surrey police had requested the aircraft in response to an allegation of trespassers at an abandoned structure off Horsham Road in Capel. Sergeant Paul Shan of the NPAS stated, "I'm sure the bunch of adventurous Capel locals didn't anticipate giving up their Easter egg hunt to help us with a police search on Friday afternoon, but their effort paid off greatly." The parents and their kids acted quickly, which is something you would often associate with an Enid Blyton adventure, but their resourcefulness was very helpful to our workers. It was the kids' creativity and fast thinking that finally astounded everyone. This was not what everyone had anticipated. The 9-year-old girl was one among them, and she described what had happened next, saying, "It was really noisy, and we could see it said police on the bottom. Everyone waved, jumped, and pointed to get the attention of the chopper crew, but it was still above the woods. What more were they able to do?" Then it took place. The helicopter merely lingered in the skies, seemingly puzzled of what to do next as they started to jump and yell at it. The kids took matters into their own hands and operated as a quick, effective system, almost as if they had done this 100 times. They knelt down, moving like a well-oiled machine. What was happening was so unbelievable to the cops. Without thinking, the kids joined their bodies to form an arrow that was only visible from above. The sound of the wind-cutting blades slashing through the air was deafening, but otherwise nothing happened. The pilot didn't give them any attention, writing it off as a harmless joke pulled by some youngsters. Fortunately, the pilot opted to quickly fly over the woods where the kids had indicated at that precise moment. When he turned on the thermal imaging cameras on the aircraft, he noticed a person scurrying through the woods and branches. Officers on the ground received this information from the chopper crew. It was time to pursue. The NPAS team landed close to the kids to express gratitude for their efforts and acknowledge their part in the tragedy. Before all the excitement, the children even shared a couple of the chocolate delicacies they had discovered. As fate would have it, the authorities' extra bonus after a hectic shift, the helicopter team, got more than chocolate at the end of the day. 2 men, ages 28 and 27, were taken into custody in relation to the event on suspicion of burglary. The 2 were associated with an abandoned building nearby that was broken into. A trial was scheduled and both men were freed on bond. The children eagerly shared their day's exploits, each offering a brief synopsis of their experiences in a rapid-fire narrative. "We are very pleased. It was fantastic. It made a lot of noise and we could see the word police written on the bottom." They then noticed a man sprinting beside the pitch. The helicopter was hovering above the trees, so while we could see him, it was not visible to it. Although the man appeared to be wearing his sweater around his head, the helicopter appeared to be pointing in the other way. "Let's go into an arrow," said 2 of my companions, and we took up our positions on the ground. 9-year-old girl number 2 said, "The cops came to speak with us when the chopper returned and landed in the field about 5 minutes later. They claimed that first they believed we were playing around, but they followed our arrow and managed to capture the man. We are rather pleased with our performance, but that's not where the narrative ends. The children who were compared to Enid Blyton's famous five shot to fame on the internet after Surrey police uploaded a video showing them forming a human arrow to lead a police aircraft toward two fugitive criminals. They are now known by their own moniker, the Tremendous 12. Having a dog, Molly, the family Yorkshire Terrier, with them also brings them as near to being an Enid Blyton novel as possible. Nevertheless, it appears that despite their rise to fame and popularity on the internet, their parents have specifically requested that the kids stay anonymous in the wake of certain offensive remarks made on a social networking platform. Ever since 2010, the charity egg hunt has been arranged by one of the children's parents, Mr. Beerley, and his wife, Emily. The kids earned £150 this year for a 1-year-old receiving leukemia treatment. The children's inventiveness, according to Mrs. Beerley, was characteristic of this remarkable little society. The kids still can't believe just how huge their story has become, the woman said, but we don't even know the names of the officers who came and thanked our little heroes. They were generous in their praise and thoroughly pleased with the recognition they received for a good deed well done. Following their release by Surrey Police, photos of their human arrow went viral online. They can't believe how much attention it has gained, stated Mr. Braley. The children were fantastic and relished the thrill, according to one of the parents, 40-year-old vet Ben Brearley. Many people have compared it to something from Scooby-Doo or an Enid Blyton book. The children like that. The pilots saw the quick-witted kids and quickly moved in the direction they were pointing after they had been lying in the Surrey field for a minute. Surrey Police Sergeant Paul Shun praised the courageous kids, saying the initiative they exhibited was vital. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.